Welcome back to Elden for the Elderly. This is part 2 of our quest to get to the famous bird farm. In part 1 we mapped out Limgrave and gathered some essential supplies. We then used a portal to travel here to the Bestial Sanctum in Dragonbarrow. This is a dangerous place for our level 9 crash test Tarny. Don't attack this boss unless you have a death wish. In this area we will farm runes, allowing us to level up our Tarnished to be strong enough to defeat Godric the Grafted,
a demigod,
at Stormveil Castle. Checking the map, you can see we have been transported quite a long way from Limgrave. I always prefer to track down map fragments when I arrive in a new area of this game. So let's grab the next site of grace and then fill in the map. Ride southeast to the bridge in the distance. Be sure to grab the golden seed on the right. Don't let the size of this little guy fool you. These creatures are vicious and can one-hit kill you. They are also our farming target.
Because maps used to say there'd be dragons here.
Touch and rest at the Farum Greatbridge site of grace on the left. This will be our base of operations. If Melina appears to offer to take you to the Round Table Hold, decline her offer at this time by pressing B. In the Flasks menu, go ahead and use the golden seed to add another charge to your flasks. And, under charge allocations, make sure you have 3 charges allocated to the blue FP flask. Make sure you have all of your armor and equipment ready for battle, and then let's make the run to the map fragment. I mentioned this in part 1, but you can simply run past most opponents as long as you are somewhat cautious. That's an example of not being cautious. Take the option to fast travel back to Farum Greatbridge. We're going to spend about 90 minutes farming the Vulgar Militiaman in the Farum Greatbridge area, and I will show you my preferred method for farming and staying alive. I memorized a path to assassinate 11 Vulgars per run or circuit, earning around 12,000 runes every 6 minutes. There are probably twice this number of Vulgars in the area, so you might develop your own preferred methods. One thing that is great about this area is the Vulgar are spread apart in their own predictable patrol zones, so fighting one does not attract attention from another. I'm going to show you my second full circuit of the farming path, pausing the video to provide tips. My tip number 1 is, after you finish a circuit and before starting the next, in the Sight of Grace menu, you should pass time until nightfall. Darkness reduces the sight distance of the Vulgars and makes it easier to surprise them. As we approach target number 1, you can see this Vulgar has golden eyes, which provides a nice 5 times bonus on the kill. My tip number 2 is to always approach from behind, clicking the left stick to crouch so that the Vulgar will not hear your footsteps. Each Vulgar follows its own linear patrol pattern, pausing a second or two before turning to go the other direction. So take a few moments as you get closer to estimate if the Vulgar might be about to make a turn. Click left stick to crouch and right stick to target. Tip number 3 is for the attack sequence, which basically involves sneak attack, sacred blade, and light attacks to finish them off. Simply sneak up behind and press right button to initiate the backstab. Note that during the backstab animation, you lose target lock. Once the animation finishes, quickly click right stick to retarget, then press left trigger to use sacred blade and keep the Vulgar on the ground. Keep moving toward them using the right button to perform fast, light attacks until they are dead. I don't recommend the left button dual sword attack, as it is a slower attack and might give the Vulgar time to recover. Tip number 4 is to keep an eye on your FP meter and refill it after every third kill. We were in the home stretch on this circuit with only 3 more to go. To find number 9, I usually head west after killing number 8 to get to the north-south road, then turn south to find him. Numbers 10 and 11 are the only 2 Vulgars I attack on the west side of the main road. Now head to the Site of Grace and rest to respawn the Vulgar targets and level up our Tarnished. I recommend you farm about 90 minutes here or until you save up 160,000 runes. I suggest leveling up your Samurai Tarnished after each circuit of the farm and keep going until you have the following levels of Vigor, Mind, Strength, and Dexterity. The minimum level of 17 on Mind is important as it allows us to use a more powerful Spirit Ash we will track down before the fight with Godric. When you finish at this farm, your Tarnished will be around level 41. Also, try to keep around 10,000 runes pocket change for buying a few items after we leave Farum Greatbridge. Now, if that looked like it went too smoothly, it did. Things can go sideways fast. It is easy to forget a step in the attack sequence, and the Vulgar are fast and will punish you for it. Here is an example where I forgot to crouch on purpose to show you how quickly they can attack and kill you. My suggestion when this happens is that you only focus on picking up your rune drop and nothing else. Do not take the chance of attacking another Vulgar before the runes are back in your pocket, since you will lose them forever if you get killed. So just go grab your rune drop and return to the Site of Grace and pass time to nightfall before starting another circuit. That will do it for part 2 of our bird farm journey. Please join me for part 3 once your Tarnished is leveled up and ready to fight. I hope you found this helpful, and as always, thank you for watching.